boys basketball. The Amery Warriors here to take on the St. Croix Falls Saints. And as we mentioned just a moment ago, it's been 3 years since Amery has been able to notch a victory against St. Croix Falls. These players being called to the bench, and we'll announce the starters as they are announced by the house announcer here. And so that's coming up momentarily. We mentioned the fact again, Amery is 4-1. They are 2-1 in the Middle Border Conference, and the St. Croix Falls Saints are 1-4, so struggling this year, and their first victory coming last night over Luck, and that score 58-40. First out for the Amery Warriors, one of the guards, number 32, Marcus Wilhelm, at 5'10", a junior, and now number 34, Gabe Brotzel, at 6'3", he is a senior. One of the forwards for Amery tonight, number 40, that is Matt Koppinger, at 6'1", a junior. And the other forward, number 54, Jake Ginter, at 6'2", a senior. So nothing changed there. Now the big guys, Scott the House Jensen, number 55 at center, a 6'7" senior. So it is going to be Wilhelm, Brotzel, Koppinger, Ginter, and Jensen. So the starting lineup for Amery, status quo. Now the St. Croix Falls Saints trying to inspire their team after that win last night. The fans that are here on this Saturday evening. And the first man out will be number 10, Chad Hall, at 5'8", a junior. And if the stats I have are correct, he scored 21 points last night against Luck. Now, Brian Lund with state championship experience, number 20, a 5'6" senior guard. And another man, number 30, Ryan Jameson, at 5'11", a senior, scoring 27 points against Webster earlier this year. Ryan Gutzmer, number 32, at 6'4", a junior. And number 42, that is Ben Fehrenbacher, 5'11" junior. So it's going to be Hall, Lund, Jameson, Fehrenbacher, and Gutzmer starting for the St. Croix Falls Saints. As we await the national anthem here at St. Croix Falls, let's go back now for a 1-minute timeout. Action underway from St. Croix Falls as the tip controlled by Jensen. And Amery on offense to begin things. In the front court, Koppinger near side drives the lane, puts a left-handed shot up off the glass, no good. The rebound comes down to Ryan Gutzberg. Fed out on the near side, Fehrenbacher brings it down. A driving layup on the near side as the Saints got down quickly. His missed rebound comes down to Amery. And quickly, Amery down themselves as Koppinger comes down the near side, runs into a trap, clears it out high to Wilhelm. Back to Koppinger on the near side. Down low, they go to Ginter. And Jake goes out to the post to Scott the House Jensen, who puts one up from the right side, and it is on the way and good. Jensen with two, and Amery on top by a couple. Brian Lund races down for the St. Croix Falls Saints, pulls up right side of the lane, gives off to Fehrenbacher. He'll take a jump shot from the post, no good. Rebound easily to Ginter. And Ginter gives off to Koppinger, who brings it down on the near side. Tried to go into the lane. Clears it back out to Scott Jensen. Bounce pass intended for Ginter in the lane. Knocked away by Fehrenbacher. And picked up by the Saints. It'll be Brian Lund to bring it across slowly as Wilhelm is there to meet him on the right side of the circle. Well, just in the first minute here, Mike Jensen, and we've been going up and down the floor, and that's about all we can report at this time.
Same style of basketball that we've seen for a long time. Up, down, full pressure. It's going to be a tough game for St. Croix if they can't convert on them.
Definitely so, and as we mentioned, that a traveling call after they took a three-point attempt from the near side, and a traveling call into the lane after the rebound, and so Amery gets the basketball back with a 2-point lead. In the front court, Ginter goes, or check that, Brotzel goes left side to Wilhelm. To Ginter, down low to the big guy by himself, or he was by himself, to a crowd. Tried the shot, missed it, but did draw the foul. He'll go to the line shooting a couple. As we look down, the foul is going to be on Ryan Gutzmer, the 6'4" junior. Well, let me take a step backward here. Maybe it's Ryan Jameson, number 30. That's what they show on the scoreboard. But I thought I saw the referee hold up 2 fingers after the first 3, but apparently that is incorrect. So we'll give the fall to Jameson and the big guy for Amery at the line. And it's an air ball. And, well, I think this is the Saturday Night Blues here, Mike, because Scott the House Jensen has done awfully well from the free throw line. The second one is on the way. This one's picture perfect. Oh, wait a minute now.
They're going to take that one away. He stepped over the line or something there.
Well, apparently that's the call, or I don't know why they're talking to Brian Lund about it, because What have they called here?
They said Brian Lund was in the lane too quick, but they're still going to give him the shot.
Okay. Well, what happens is Scott the House Jensen, 1 out of 2. 3 points on the evening. That's Amery's score. And the Saints bring her down against some pressure by the Amery Warriors, and they handle it pretty well here as they go right side, and a drive down the right side attempted by Jamison, and we've got a body check over there on the right side of the lane. It'll go against the Amery Warriors first time tonight, and the Saints will have it from out of bounds as they call the big guy, Scott the House Jensen. This is kind of nice here, Mike, so far. They get that on the scoreboard immediately so we can look over there and make sure before we make the call. As we mentioned that, the inbound pass goes to Hall, or check that to Lund. He goes outside to Hall. He tried to drive and shot on the right side. No good. Rebound pulled out of the air by Jensen, who throws it into the front court to a driving Gabe Brotzel. He got down there before anybody and capitalized on a nice pass. And now Amery leads it 5-0. So the Saints back into the front court. They slowed down. Chad Hall brought it across, and he goes to Lund. I've called those two just the opposite here, as it is Hall wearing number 10 and Lund wearing number 20. And as I mentioned that, the Saints try a shot, no good. Rebound to Amery as they come down quickly. Koppinger finds Ginter inside, and Ginter takes it in for 2. And Amery now leads at 7-0. So again, the Saints will bring it across. Good ball handling by Chad Hall, who comes down, tries one from the post. It's no good. The rebound to the big guy House by himself, and he'll whip her into the front court. Intercepted this time by Hall, intended for Gabe Brotzel in the front court. And so heads-up defense on the part of the Saints, and they'll get another try here. And as I mentioned that, Brian Lund drives the right side of the lane, goes in for a 10-footer, and it's good. And so now it's 7-2, Amery by 5. Amery down quickly. Gabe Brotzel has it near side. Guarded closely by Hall. Down to the baseline. They go near side. That's Ginter out on top. It is Wilhelm. Wanted to go for 3. To the House on the baseline. Shot from the near side. No good. Rebound easily. The Koppinger underneath. He'll put it back up off the glass. No, it goes through without the glass. And Amery now leads at 9-2. Koppinger hits for the first time. Inbound pass by the Saints. Thrown away. Nobody there. Picked up by Ginter. Given off to Brotzel. Now to Wilhelm. Top of the key. Marcus holds on, goes across the lane, intended for the House, or maybe Ginter in the far corner. Somebody stepped out of the play, goes out of bounds, so Amery returns the favor.
Play getting a little raggy here towards the first half. It kind of reminiscent of the Osceola game where no team came out very strong, and it seems to be carrying over in this game.
Definitely so. By the way, you look down on the floor, though, Mike, and look at the atmosphere, the bigger building and the bold lines surrounding, and with the lighter color and everything. It just it seems like a bigger floor, does it not? As we mentioned that, the Saints into the front court. They tried a shot from the baseline. It was no good by Jamison from the right side, and it goes out of bounds after the rebound attempt. It'll go to Amery. If by chance you just tuned in, 9-2 our score. 4:14 to go in this first quarter. Non-conference from St. Croix Falls. Bill Hegg along with Mike Jensen here on WXCE Radio Sports. Amery in the front court, and a nice feed from Ginter to the House. The House coming down the lane, put her up, and it's good. Give him 5, and Amery now leads at 11-2. St. Croix Falls across quickly. They come near side to Jamison. Set shot from the baseline is good by Ryan Jamison. He hits for the first time. And now the Amery Warriors lead it 4. Koppinger has it near side front court action for Amery. Given off to Ginter. Out on top he goes to Wilhelm. They're on him quickly. And left side now to Brotzel. Gabe Brotzel with the basketball. Averaging 15. Goes to Koppinger. He lunges in. It's a 5-footer from the near side. And Koppinger now with 4. 13-4 is our score. Amery leading as the Saints bring it down. Hall given off on the right side. Down low they go to Fehrenbacher. His shot is good, and we've got a foul down low. Well, let's see which way they're going to call this one. It's a foul against the Saints apparently on the rebound. The basket is good by Fehrenbacher. So he hits for the first time tonight. Timeout called here in the first quarter. Amery leads at 13-6. We're back in 1 minute. Welcome back once again, everyone. Bill Hegg along with Mike Jensen from St. Croix Falls. And the Amery Warriors leading 13-6. And Coach Steve Wilhelm would like to keep the momentum going. And let's see, we're heading south Tuesday night, I believe.
Big city of River Falls.
Down to River Falls. And we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. We have to get through this one first.
That last foul was called on Ryan Jamison. I believe that is. They got him up there for a second now on the scoreboard.
Oh, they're playing games with my scorebook here. It's going to look like a first-grade scorebook by the time I get done crossing them out and marking them back in here. And as I mentioned that, Brotzel trying to drive the lane. He got an avenue inside, but he runs into number 32, Ryan Gutzmer. And let's take a look now. A clear indication from the referee, and it is number 2, or check that number 1 on Gutzmer. Ryan Jamison does have number 2. And it's going to be Brotzel going to the free throw line for the first time tonight. 13-6 Amery. And Gabe Brotzel with 2 on the evening. Now make it 3 as the first free throw goes through. And coming in for the first time now, Maya Fredrickson, number 50 for the Amery Warriors. Jake Ginter will get a rest. Marcus Wilhelm coming out of there. And Matt Lindee checking in for the first time. Gabe Brotzel at the free throw line will try it again. Second one on the way is in and out. Rebound, fought for, and pulled away by Maya Fredrickson. Fresh into the ball game. Clears it out to Brotzel, to Lindee. Back to Brotzel, left side. Three-point attempt on the way is no good. Missed the whole works. And wow, this is just 180 degrees out from what Brotzel did last year.
Gabe's been having a little trouble shooting this year. I think he's lost a little of his confidence, but he'll come back and he can knock a few of those down.
14-6, our score, Amery by 8 points. And the St. Croix Falls Saints, Brian Lund will bring it across on the right side. Gets by Lindee, drives the lane. Nice, beautiful play by Brian Lund as he went right down the lane and put it in for a couple. So Lund scores for the second time, and now it is 14-6 as the Warriors in the front court. They had a nice feed to the house coming in on the left side, blocked beautifully by Jamison, I believe, and out of bounds to the Warriors on the baseline. Lindee will throw it in from the right side of the hoop, and it goes to Scott the House Jensen. To Fredrickson, to Lindee, far corner. Nice bounce pass to the big guy, and House rolls it up from the left side. 2 more points for the House. Give him 7 now. He is averaging 16 points a game coming in. 16-8, Amery by that much. The Saints in the front court. Hall, right side, guarded closely by Brotzel, needs help. Finally gets it away, picked up by Fehrenbacher. A trap put on him. He splits the defense, comes near side, nobody there. Well, nobody came to help him out. And it's a turnover for the Saints, and Amery back on offense here with 2:05 to go in the first quarter. Matt Lindee across, comes near side to Maya Fredrickson, taking a look inside. He goes to Brotzel, almost threw it away, as Brotzel dribbles it out of the lane. Goes down low on the right side to Koppinger. One dribble back to Brotzel, on top to go to Fredrickson, left side to Lindee. Matt Lindee, guarded closely by Hall. On top to go to Maya Fredrickson, right side now to Brotzel again as they try to work it in. It is Koppinger who takes a pass back out of the lane to Brotzel, near side, near the corner. Alley-oops underneath, Lindee there. He tries it off the glass, no good. The rebound to the House, you put it up, no good, but a foul down low. And it's going to be called against Ryan Gutzmer, number 2.
Ryan kind of undercut Scott Jensen that time, kind of pushed him out. The referees see that when there's not many bodies in the lane, and they're going to be called for those if they don't try to block out a little better.
Definitely so, and as you mentioned that now, the House and Brotzel coming out, and Ginter and Wilhelm back in there. Inbound pass, Koppinger, Lindee, near side to Wilhelm. In the lane they go to Ginter at the post, back out to Marcus, right side of the key. Now they go down low to Maya Fredrickson. He is guarded close by Fehrenbacher, left side to Lindee. Matt Lindee gives off to Koppinger, fakes a drive, pulls up, has the ball stripped, pulled out of the air by Gutzmer, given off to Brian Lund across on the right side. The Saints in the front court go inside the paint, bounce pass down low. Fehrenbacher was right there. Nice pass from Gutzmer, but Fehrenbacher not ready, actually anticipating a rebound. And it goes out of bounds on the baseline. Amery gets it back. 1:05 to go, and this is the first quarter. The Warriors bring it across. They go to Wilhelm on the near side. Marcus on top to Maya Fredrickson, left side to Matt Lindee. Chuck Hall on him, left side of the key. Now on top to Wilhelm. Wilhelm looking inside and nobody open. Near side they come to Koppinger, who gets it to Fredrickson, dishes off to Ginter. He's stripped of the basketball by Hall. Hall got a pass from underneath Jamison to Wilhelm. Three-point attempt on the way, no good. Rebound, Ginter off the glass, good. Nice play by Ginter, and Amery gets some points. Well, 4 points for Ginter now. 18-8, Amery's lead 10 as Lund came down, drove hard, gave off on the right side to Fehrenbacher. His shot no good. And Amery with a rebound into the front court. It is Fredrickson pulling up, goes to Lindee, now to Marcus Wilhelm, to Koppinger as he tried one from the post, and a foul called on the left side. It'll go against the Saints. Number 10, Chad Hall, is called for the first time, the 5'8" junior for St. Croix Falls. Boy, I don't know if it's what I saw. It would have been a shooting foul, but it'll be Amery from the baseline. Inbound pass to Ginter. Left side, Koppinger now on top, Lindee. Koppinger gets it back. Goes to the post to Lindee. And 7 seconds to go. Koppinger drives in from the left side. Rolls one up there. No good. Rebound. Fredrickson, he tried it. No good. Ginter tries it and puts it in at the buzzer, and he's fouled down low. Well, I'll tell you, Jake Ginter is showing down low, isn't he, Mike?
Jake has played the best of anybody on the team so far. Jake's going to go line for his play, but as I said earlier, Jake has come out and really shown some strength under the basket, really gone to the basket well, rebounded well, and shot well.
Definitely so, and he'll be at the line by himself as the buzzer rang. With the end of the first quarter, and the free throw by Ginter is, but it is 20-8. Amery by 12. That's the end of the first quarter. We're back in 1 minute. Welcome back once again, everyone. Bill Haig along with Mike Jensen from St. Croix Falls, where the Amery Warriors are leading 20-8 at the conclusion of the first quarter. The Saints will have the basketball. Inbound pass goes to Brian Lund. The 5'6" senior guard goes right side to Hall. Now given off in the far corner to Fehrenbacher. Back to Lund. Nice pass down low, and Hall could not get to it. Well, I think Brian Lund is quite used to playing with the teams of yesterday. I'm not going to say yesteryear, yesterday, as he kind of grew and played a lot with those successful teams, Brett Brown and Greenquist and the rest of the crew. And as I mentioned that, Ginter takes a pass and goes in for Amery at the other end of the court. So Ginter now with 8 points. But here again, a nice pass by Hall. And the Saints have thrown a couple, one by Jensen and one by Lund, that nobody has taken. That would have been 2 points last year and the year before and the year before that. And as I mentioned that, the Saints throw it away again in the front court. Amery back on offense and leading 22-8. Wilhelm in the front court on the near side, goes on top to Lindee. Left side, Gabe Brotzel to Lindee. Right side, Wilhelm, left alone momentarily. And now he goes to the house, across the lane to Lindee. He's open on the baseline. Jump shot put up and good by the left-hander. Lindee scores for the first time tonight. So now we're looking at a 24-8 score as the Saints bring her down. Brian Lund on the near side. Jamison, right side to go to Hall. Three-point attempt on the way, no good, but a foul on the far side over there. It's going to be called against Matt Lindee. So Matt picks up foul number 1, and that means that Chad Hall will go to the line. He'll get 3 chances here, Mike.
Yeah, it was definitely a shot from outside the three-point line. I think Matt Lindee just caught his fingers as he was going up, and the ref wisely called the 3-point shot.
6:51 to go in the first half, and Hall steps in. The first one is on the way, and it is in and out. It hit the right side, rolled around behind, and came off on the near side. And the first substitution tonight for the St. Croix Falls Saints, in fact, we'll have a couple. As Fehrenbacher is out of there. Yeah, we'll pick him up in a moment. Number 54 has checked in. At the free throw line, Hall, who missed the first one, hits the second one. And he'll try the third one now after being fouled, trying for the three-point play, and it is good. So now our score is 24-10, a 14-point game for the Amery Warriors, in complete control here in the early going. They have it in the front court. It is Gabe Brotzel. Brotzel out on top, Wilhelm, left side to Matt Lindee. And Lindee looking inside, nobody there, goes to Brotzel out high. Guarded closely by Chad Hall. The dribble to the near side, pulls up, needs help. He'll go to who? Wow, I'm surprised. Finally to Wilhelm, to Matt Lindee, to Wilhelm. He'll try it for 3, right side of the key, no good. Rebound, pulled down by number 24 in there, Darren Gutzmer. And Gutzmer having trouble bringing it across, lost it, pulled away by Matt Lindee, and Lindee drug his foot, but claims that he was pushed. But nonetheless, the St. Croix Falls Saints will have it from right in front of the Amery Warrior bench right down in front of us.
I think Coach Wilhelm thinks he was pushed too. It happened right in front of him, and he made a few comments to the ref that maybe he had a little help.
Well, as you mentioned, that the inbound pass goes to Brian Lund. Near side to come to Jamison. Three-point attempt on the way is no good. Rebound will go out of bounds to the Amery Warriors. Well, Marcus Wilhelm had a chance of the rebound, but nobody around, and he knew it was going to be Amery's basketball, so he let it go. And out of bounds to Amery, and they'll have to take it the length of the court. In there right now for the Amery Warriors, Maya Fredrickson, Matt Koppinger, Gabe Brotzel, Scott the House Jensen, and Marcus Wilhelm, who brings the ball across and is met by Chad Hall. Pulls up, goes to Fredrickson coming out of the lane. Back out on top to Marcus Wilhelm. And again, Amery leading 24-10. Now to Brotzel, right side of the key, left side Wilhelm. Down low they go to the house. And to Brotzel in the lane. He steps through the defense, puts one up there. He missed it. And the rebound comes down to Jameson, to Lund. And Lund, I think, draws a break here.
Got to give credit for Maya. Maya just turned around and stopped, and when Lund turned around, he saw him standing there, and he had to travel in order to stop himself from running into him.
Okay, and it happened on the far side of the court as the Saints tried to bring it down, so Amery gets it back, and Wilhelm feeds the big guy down low by himself. He tried the shot, no good, but he's fouled, and he'll be going to the line shooting a couple. Well, the foul is on number 54, and that's Alvaro Lozarega. I know that's not correct. We'll have to get a correct pronunciation on his last name, and it shouldn't be that hard, but we'll leave it alone for the time being. At the free throw line, Scott the House Jensen missing on the front end, so he is 1 out of 3 tonight from the line. 7 points on the evening. 24-10 Amery by that much, and the second one missed as well by the House, and the rebound coming down to the Saints, and we've got a foul on the rebound. And it could be against Brotzel. Let's wait and see here. Number 34 is the call. So Gabe picks up number 1. That's only number 2. Or check that. That's number 3 on the Amery Warriors. They had 1 in the first quarter against Jensen. And now 2 here in the second. 5:20 to go. This is the first half. 24-10. Amery by 14. The Saints in the front court. And that is Chad Hall going to Brian Lund. Now near side to Jameson. And as he tries to make his way for an avenue on the left side, we've got a foul called. And that could be Matt Koppinger, number 40, and if so, that's his first. And that is the call. So 2 quick fouls called against the Amery Warriors as Koppinger picks up number 1. And so the Saints will have it from the near side and trailing by 14. Inbound pass from Gutzmer. That's Darren Gutzmer. Goes to Lund. Lund top the key near side. Ryan Jameson goes inside. Darren Gutzmer got loose. He'll try it off the glass. No good. Rebound fought for, and it tipped into the hands of Jameson. Driving around the defense and gets down low. Tried the shot. No good. Almost got his own rebound. Fought for. Pulled away by the Saints. A shot taken down low. No good by Alvaro. And finally, Amery comes away with a rebound. Into the front court quickly. They go to Wilhelm, far corner. Three-pointer kept. No good. Rebound. Fredrickson. He tried the shot. No good, but he's fouled. And number 54, Alvaro, picks up number 2. And that'll send Fredrickson to the line. He'll be shooting a couple.
Amery's advantage in the boards is starting to show. The Saints can't do anything but try to shove and push when they're going up to the basket, and it's hurting them real bad now in terms of the fouls.
Definitely so. And Fredrickson at the line puts the first one through. Maya does not hesitate at all. And that his first point in the ball game. So Maya to try it again. 25-10 Amery by that much. Make it 26-10 as Fredrickson hits them both. And with 4:42 to go, Amery with a comfortable lead. Brian Lund brings it across for the Saints. Comes near side to Jameson. Back out on top to Lund. Right side, Chad Hall. Down to the baseline he goes. Far corner. Cut off there by Fredrickson. Back out on top to Lund. To Hall. Right side looking inside at Darren Gutzmer. He gets it in the far corner. Fredrickson on him there. Bounce pass intended for Lozarega. And we've got a foul before the ball gets there. Let's see who's going to be called here.
It's going to be
Gabe Brotzel, number 2. So Amery has picked up 4 fouls here in the second quarter. They had 1 in the first. The St. Croix Falls Saints with 6 in that first quarter and 2 here in the second. 26-10 still, Amery by that much. The Saints will have the basketball from the baseline, left side of the hoop. Well, I don't know. We're getting Coach Steve Wilhelm getting the description of why the whistle blew, I guess. Nonetheless, the inbound pass goes to Hall. He alley-oops it out on top, and it gets by everybody. Collision, and it's chased down by Jameson as Koppinger hit the deck with one of the Saints, and the Saints bring her down after getting it in the backcourt. Across the lane they go. Shot taken by Hall from the far side. No good rebound. Brotzel pulls it away. And he had to muscle it to hold on as they go to Wilhelm. To Brotzel across on the near side to Marcus top the key. Steps through the defense. Speeds left side to Maya Fredrickson. Out to Gabe Brotzel. 3-point attempt on the way and good. Well, that's nice to see. Brotzel hits for 3. With that, give him 6 in the game. And it's now 29-10 Amery by 19. Well, the Saints not playing real bad basketball at all. It's just that they can't get the ball to go through the hoop. They can move the ball around. As we mentioned that they're in the front court. Lund will try a three-pointer from the near side. It's good. He had all day to think about it, and he made it count. So now it's 29-13. Amery in the front court quickly. Brotzel goes to Wilhelm near side. Back to Gabe. He'll try it for three again on the way, and it is no good off the back of the rim. Rebound tipped around and pulled away by Ryan Jamison. Clearing it out to Brian Lund right side, and Brian will bring it across against Wilhelm. The Saints into the front court. Lund, top the key, comes or tried to chuck it down the middle. Intended for Darren Gutzmer. Picked up underneath by Olivero. He misses the shot down low. And it's rebounded by Brotzel. Into the front court. Goes down low to Koppinger. Good strong hands. Prevented that ball from going out of bounds. As he tried the shot, no good. The rebound to Scott the House Jensen, who promptly puts it up and through. So now it's 31-13 Amery. As the Saints bring her down. Chad Hall across on the near side. Picked up by Wilhelm. Left to the key. Now goes on top to Brian Lund out near the timeline with 2:35 to go to close out this first half. Right side to go to Chuck Hall. Make that Chad Hall. To Gutzmer on top, Jamison, and he'll hit no. But the rebound underneath, it was Hall who tried it, no good. Rebound the House to Brotzel into the front court, Koppinger. And Brian Lund almost took his legs out again, and Brian Lund will pick up foul number 1. So that'll send Koppinger to the line. Amery leading 31-13. Ginter and Lindee will be coming back in for Amery. Maya Fredrickson and Gabe Brotzel will get a rest. Darren Gutzmer out of there for the St. Croix Falls Saints. And Ryan Gutzmer back in.
We're going to have a shooting foul here. It caught him in active shooting, I guess. And Koppinger is going to get 2.
Well, let's take a look at the line now. It apparently not. The rebound after the missed free throw, and Ginter puts it up for 2. I was wondering how that could be, Mike. He was really hacked out, way out high on the right side, as Koppinger missed the free throw, but a nice rebound by Ginter, and he muscled his way for 2. And as I mentioned that, Brian Lund came down the lane, tried his shot, looked good, but it was no good. Rebound picked up by Jamison in the lane, and now he muscles it away from Scott the House Jensen, who had a rebound. And I'll tell you, Scott Jensen had just been called for a foul, and Ryan Jamison got him pretty good in the lane. And that's 180 degrees out from the way it should have been called, but we'll leave it alone.
I think Mr. Coach Wilhelm just got a technical, too, for that. I guess it's pretty hard for a coach to see a call being made like that where a big guy gets just absolutely handpicked there. And I guess Mr. Wilhelm mentioned to him that that was the case and took a technical on that one.
33-13. So Jamison at the line, and it does not go. Well, Ryan is much better than this. 2 points on the evening after numerous tries, and he's a much better shooter than that. The second one is good. So give him 3 points on the evening. And now the Saints will have it from out of bounds on the far side. 33-14, Amery by 19 with 1:52 to go in this first half. Inbound pass goes to Brian Lund. Lund will bring it across slowly as Matt Lindee picks him up as he crosses the timeline. Lund almost lost it. Gives off to Chad Hall. And a nice check by Amery there, and the Saints almost throw it away. Lund picks it up on the far side, drives through the defense, goes lunging in, tried the shot, no good, but a foul coming against Jake Ginter, apparently. Oh, wait a minute now. Oh, it's a charging. Well, the call was made out high, and the referee down low, who was right next to it, does not get the call. It looked like he was going to call Jake Ginter, unless he was just waiting for the other official to make the call. Lund is called for the charging foul nonetheless, number 2 on him. And Amery in the front court. Wilhelm tries it for 3, and it's good from the left side of the key. Well, that has to make Marcus feel good. And it's now 36-14 as the Saints having trouble bringing it down. Matt Lindee steals a half-court pass, gives off to Wilhelm. He'll try it for 3 again. Short rebound, pulled away by Lindee underneath. Given off to Wilhelm on the near side, guarded by Gutzmer. And they go to the House. He tries a fadeaway jump shot in the lane, no good, but a foul inside will go against the St. Croix Falls Saints. Number 10, Chad Hall, called for the second time tonight. And Scott the House Jensen will step in for the third time tonight. He is 1 out of 4 and 9 points on the evening as Brotzel checks back in, and Marcus Wilhelm coming out of there with 1:02 to go. Well, the house will step in, and he's been real good from the free throw line this year, but as I mentioned just a moment ago, 1 out of 4, and I'll make it 2 out of 5. So with that, 10 points on the evening. And as I mentioned earlier, the house is averaging 15 per game. Second one is missed. Rebound coming down to the Saints. Brian Lund on the right side will bring it across. And he comes in the lane, gives off near side to Jamison. Set shot on the way short. Rebound, it is Brotzel. And Brotzel will give off to Ginter. And Ginter into the front court. Almost palmed the basketball. Gives off to Brotzel. Near side Koppinger. Pull-up jump shot on the way. No good. Rebound wrestled for and off the hands of the Saints and out of bounds to the near side as Ryan Gutzmer could not hang on. Well, Fredrickson will come back in, and Scott the House Jensen will get a rest to close out this first half. Well, the inbound pass from Koppinger intended for Ginter underneath. The Saints take it away. They feed Hall at the other end of the court, and in the lane he puts one off the glass, and it's good. Hall scores from the field for the first time. Give him 4. It's now 37-16. Koppinger goes across the lane in the front court for Amery quickly with 20 seconds to go. Out to Brotzel. Koppinger has it. Left side of the circle. Now to Fredrickson. To Lindee. On top, Koppinger with 10 seconds to go. He'll drive in the lane. Dishes right side, Fredrickson. Set shot from the baseline. No good. Rebound into the hands of Ryan Gutzmer. Given off to Elvero. Into the front court. Hall. And he does not get a shot off. Well, he wanted to go for 3. It was open momentarily, but almost traveled with the basketball. And our first half is history here from St. Croix Falls. And quite in contrast to what we've seen the last 3 years. The Amery Warriors leading St. Croix Falls 37-16. Well, we'll be back to talk about it, and we have invited Brett Brown, who is a big part of that St. Croix Falls Saints state championship history. We'll be chatting with him here at halftime, so don't go away. We're back after this 2-minute timeout. Well, the second half underway, 37-16, Amery leading, and they have the basketball. And the starters in there. Ginter took a pass from Wilhelm, gave up to the big guy, House. He tried it from the baseline, no good. The rebound to, was it Brotzel?
Gabe, yes, sir.
And Gabe hits it from the right side, so Amery starts off with a quick 2. And Brotzel now with 8 points. 39-16, the Saints in the front court. Jamison looking inside, a trap put on him in the corner, and he almost threw it away. Picked up by Lund, who moves to the post right side. Shot put up, no good. Rebound pulled away by Gabe Brotzel. Nice rebound by Gabe as he whips her into the front court. Going to Koppinger. A feed on the right side to Ginter coming in. He missed it off the glass. Rebound. The Saints had it. Held in by Jamison. Now taken away by Brotzel. Coming down the lane. Bounce pass underneath. Intended for the House. Taken away by Fernbacher as he tries to go long to Hall. Amery took it away, and they call him for over and back. It's going to be Saints basketball. 39-16. Amery with the big lead. And the St. Croix Falls Saints with the basketball. Brian Lund across on the left side. Picked up by Marcus Wilhelm, top of the key. Tried to drive left, had the ball tipped. Comes near side to Jamison. Ryan with the basketball. Goes down low to Lund. Jump shot from the baseline. Missed. Rebound pulled down by the House. Into the front court. Koppinger by himself. And here comes an easy layup for 2. Wow, Amery had 2 into the front court by themselves. Koppinger, the lead man, got the pass and scored 2 points. 41-16 now. Amery with the lopsided lead here. Lund, check that. Hall brings it across. Check that was Lund. He tried to come near side to Hall. Had the ball taken away by Koppinger. Lead pass to Brotzel. Tried the shot underneath, no good, but a foul called on Ben Fernbacher, the 5'11" junior. So he picks up number 2. And that will send Gabe Brotzel to the line shooting a couple.
Gabe is really jumping well. He worked hard in the offseason on weights, and especially in the gym, and you can see that he's really getting off the floor real well. He's really got his strength back, and I think once he gets a little more confidence with the shooting, I think he's going to be really something.
Definitely so. He had 26, of course, against Baldwin Woodville. And as we mentioned this, Gabe now putting the first one through, so with that, he has 9 points on the evening. And the second one is on the way. It's good also, so give him 10. Well, let's take a quick look here. Brotzel is averaging 16.6 points per game coming in here tonight, and that is tops in Amery. 43-16. The Saints in the front court. Almost well ahead. Tapped away by Jensen. Picked up by Wilhelm. Amery back on offense. Marcus across on the right side. Goes far corner. That is Brotzel. On top, Wilhelm. And Marcus goes to the house in the lane. Left side to Brotzel, who came around from underneath. Steps in. Tries one off the glass. No good. Rebound fought for. Tipped around and pulled away by the Saints. Gutzberg came away with it. Given off to Hall. Left side. Lund down the left side into the front court. Tried the driving layup. No good. But he draws a foul. And he'll be going to the line. Well, let's take a look now. Number 55, Scott the House Jensen, picks up number 3. Boy, Mike, I know you're indicating to me you knew who the foul was against, but there were 2 people down low, and apparently you're just you've got some mind reading capabilities here.
It's always on the big guy. It's always.
Okay, that's the
secret.
The unwritten rule, right?
Right. Yep.
Brian Lund hits from the free throw line. With that, give him 8 points now, and it's 43-17. The second one by Lund is going to be short. Rebound, Koppinger in the lane. Amery on offense into the front court. Wilhelm near side. Picked up by Lund. Looking for someone to go to. It's Brotzel coming out from underneath. Out on top they go to Koppinger. Down low to Ginter. And 3 on him. And he is really hack good. Boy, they really collapsed on Ginter. And he draws the foul. And so with that, Amery will have it from the baseline.
This is probably the roughest game I've seen in the paint in a long time. It's going to get a little mean here a little later as things go on, but fouls are going to mount up real quick.
Well, it has to be frustrating for St. Croix Falls. They lose all that height and all that experience and offensive talent. And as I mentioned, that Amery, after the inbound pass, the Saints took it away, only to have Wilhelm get it back, picked up by Ginter to Koppinger going down low to the big guy. And as he comes in, anticipating the pass and the shot, he is fouled. And it'll go against number 32, Ryan Gutzberg. Number 3 on him. Well, number 44 for the St. Croix Falls Saints will check in for the first time tonight. That is Mike Lindee, a 6'1" sophomore. So Lindee into the game for the first time tonight for St. Croix Falls, and Amery throws it in from the baseline. Goes to Koppinger. He went high with a baseline jump shot. No good. Rebound to Gutzberg. To Lund down quickly. Drives the lane. Puts one up off the glass. No good. Rebound tipped around. Picked up by Jameson. Put up off the glass and good. And Jameson now with 5. Boy, this Brian Lund is quite an athlete, though, isn't he, Mike? He can really move up and down the court. Here's Amery in the front court. 43-19, they lead by 24 as Brotzel moves into the paint, tries a lunging shot, and it is good. Brotzel now with 12. 45-19, Amery extends their big lead. The Saints across. From the left side, a shot by Ryan Gutzberg is no good. Rebound, Koppinger cleared out to Brotzel on the near side. He'll take on Hall. Drives in, missed the shot. Rebound to the house. Here comes his shot. No good. But he's fouled by Lindee. Well, number 1 on number 44, Mike Lindee, the sophomore. As Tony Gagnon is coming in for the first time tonight for Amery. And a host of others. As Mike Johanson will check in for the first time as well. Also coming in, Fredrickson and Lindee back in there. So the only one of the starters left in there is Scott the House Jensen. And he's at the free throw line shooting a couple. The first one on the way is no good. So the House has made 2 out of 7 or 8 here tonight from the line. 10 points on the evening, all of those coming in the first half. And the House to try it again. This one on the way is good. So give him 11. And it's now 46-19 Amery by 27 as the Saints bring it across. Brian Lund gives off on the far side to Hall. Jump shot on the way short. Rebound, tipped around and pulled down by Tony Gagnon. He'll give off to Matt Lindee. And Lindee will come across with the left-handed dribble. Goes to Fredrickson in the lane. Shot put up, partially blocked by Lindee. Pulled out of the air by Ryan Gutzberg, given off to Brian Lund across quickly. Steps down in the lane, rolls one up there off the glass, and it's good. Nice touch by Lund to give him 9. Check that, give him 10. It's now 46-21. Amery into the front court, and Lindee, check that, Lindee coming across on the near side. We've got a foul called out near the post as number 22 will check in now for the first time for the St. Croix Falls Saints. That is Don Parks. Parks is a 5'10" junior. As Chad Hall comes out of there, Amery will have it from the near side. 46-21, Amery by 25 points. 4:06 to go in the third quarter. Fredrickson takes the inbound pass on the near side, guarded by Lindee. Now to Gagnon. A couple of dribbles to the left side. Bounce pass to who? Johanson for the first time. To Matt Lindee. He drives into the paint, tries a left-handed jump shot. No good. Rebound pulled away by Ryan Jamison. Given off to Brian Lund. Still 46-21. Well, Amery will be at River Falls next Tuesday night. And you can hear the game right here on WXCE Radio Sports. And going a step further, we'd love to see you down there cheering on the Amery Warriors. And as I mentioned that, the Saints in the front court, a shot taken by Lund, blocked by Gagnon, pulled out of the air by Lund. He drives in, dishes down low, a shot put up by Lindee, and it's good. And what a play set up by Brian Lund. Lindee hits for the first time. It's now 46-23, Amery in the lead. Mike Johanson, top of the key, goes down low to Ginter back in there. Fadeaway shot put up and good by Ginter. And Jake has really turned into quite a ball player. 48-23. Amery with the comfortable lead of 25. 2:54 to go in the third quarter. The Saints in the front court. Here's a pass to Lund from the left side. Jump shot missed. Too short. Rebound comes down to Matt Lindee of Amery. Matt will give off on the right side to Gagnon. He'll whip her into the front court to Fredrickson. Trying to go inside to Ginter. Tip pulled away by Lund. Brian Lund with the basketball for the St. Croix Falls Saints. He'll go across on the left side. Now gives off to number 22. That's Parks. Parks for the first time with the basketball on the far side. Goes to Lund, far corner. Back to Parks. Don holds on. Out on top to go to Gutzmer. He'll try one from the baseline, or the free throw line, rather. It was no good. Rebound to Jamison, given off to Lund, who moves in the lane, stepped through the defense, and got the two. Brian Lund now with 12 points. 48-25, Amery as they bring it across. Gagnon pulls up on the right side of the lane, and he'll be called for traveling with the basketball as he wanted to go down low and had to hold on, and when it's all over said and done, he's called for traveling. And now the Saints will substitute once again. Number 12 checking in for the first time, and wouldn't you know it, there's no number 12 on the program. We'll write down the number for sure. And I know he played JV, whoever this young man is, and the Saints in the front court. On top, right side, to go to Jamison. And taken away by Gagnon. He took a pass away. Will bring her down to the other end of the court. Puts it up off the glass, and it's good. And Tony scores for the first time tonight. It is now 50-25, Amery by that much. The Saints will bring it across. Near side, a pass taken away again by Gagnon. He will feed Lindee in the lane. He has to hold up. Picked up off the floor by Fredrickson. He steps down low, tried it off the glass, and it's good. Fredrickson now with 4. 52-25, Amery by 27. This time it's Parks who brings her down. Comes near side to Jamison. Lindee was open. He now gets the basketball. The give and go does not work. Parks tries it from the near side for 3. And Parks makes it. So it's now 52-28. Gagnon brings it across for the Amery Warriors after the big score by St. Croix Falls. Johanson had it. Given off to Lindee. They tried to go in the middle to Ginter. Tipped out of there. Picked up by Lindee coming down the right side. He really gets hacked by Mike Lindley. And it'll be Matt Lindee of Amery going to the line after the foul by Mike Lindley.
Can't say enough about how well this young man's played this year. He's come along really strong coming up from the JV. He's getting some rebounds. You noticed in the Osceola game, how can he get those rebounds? He just works hard, hustles all the time. A good shooter, good ball handler, and a good kid.
Good comments, Mike. No doubt about it. And at the free throw line, his free throw is good. So Matt now with 3 points in the contest. He had a bucket in the second quarter. And it's 53-28, our third quarter score. The second one on the way is good as well. So Lindee hits them both. Give him 4 points, and it's now 54-28. Well, the Saints bring it across. They go to number 12 on the far side. Near side to Jamison. Out on top, Parks. Left side, number 12. Left-handed three-point attempt on the way. No good. Rebound. Mike Lindley underneath by himself. He puts it up and good. Give him 4. And it's now 54-30, a 24-point game. Amery across, coming to Lindee, top of the key. Maya Fredrickson goes right side to Gagnon. Down low to Ginter. Back out on top to Gagnon. And a shot put up by Johanson from the top of the key, no good. And on the rebound, the Saints pulled it away, trying to go down the court, and a foul called on Johanson. So Mike will pick up foul number 1, and the Saints will have it from across the way. 54-30 still. Amery by 24. Inbound pass goes to Parks. Don brings it across behind the back dribble. Comes near side to Jamison. Right side of the key. Inside to go to Gutzmer. A pass down low to Lindee. Back out of there to Parks. Jump shot put up from the left side. No good. Rebound fought for loose and chased down by Johanson. Nice recovery by Johanson. To Ginter into the front court. Three-point attempt on the way to close out the quarter. No good. And our third quarter score. The Amery Warriors lead at 54-30. We're back in 1 minute. Well, the fourth quarter underway. Amery with the big lead, and as the Saints try to bring it across, it's knocked out of bounds on the far side. It'll be Amery's basketball. Koppinger will throw it in to Brotzel, and Gabe will bring it across at midcourt, picked up by Don Parks. We've found out who number 12 is now. It's John Iverson, so we can call him when he does something. Amery in the front court, and Koppinger into chasing into the backcourt after a tip pass from the house. Goes to Brotzel right side in the corner. Bounce pass to the big guy. Here comes a baseline shot. Turnaround by the house. No good. Rebound comes down to Lindee. Given off to Iverson, and John brings it across on the near side to Jamison. Jamison will go back out on top to Iverson. Iverson, a left-hander, and he tried to feed Parks and take it away by Brotzel into the front court before Gabe can get too far. Don Parks hacks him from behind, and so Don will pick up foul number 1. Well, that'll send Brotzel to the line shooting 1-1. And let's take a look now. 12 points for Brotzel. Ginter has 12. The house has 11. So they are leading the way for Amery. 12 points for Lund for the St. Croix Falls Saints. Brotzel's free throw is on the way and good. So Gabe now with 13 points. As I mentioned a while back, he's averaging 16.6. Scott the House Jensen is averaging 15. And Ginter in third place, averaging 11. A second one by Brotzel, good as well. Give him 14. It's now 56-30, Amery by that much. Parks brings it across. Comes near side to Jamison down on the baseline. He'll dribble out of there. Goes to Alvaro, back to Jamison on the give and go, and the ball goes out of bounds, blocked by Koppinger. Had some body contact there, but nothing called. And the Saints will have it from the near side of the hoop. 7:03 to go in the contest. Non-conference action from St. Croix Falls, where the Amery Warriors are leading 56-30. Lindee goes out high to Alvaro. The ball tipped by the house, picked away by Alvaro. He tried to dish down low to Lindee, who was now waiting. Well, it was a good idea, but the pass not right on. Maybe tipped a little bit and out of bounds to the Amery Warriors. Well, that play will probably work later on in the season, Mike. Inbound pass to Brotzel. Full court pressure put on by the Saints, and now they'll back off as Brotzel will bring it across on the near side. Picked up by Parks as he crossed the timeline. Almost lost it. Now gives off to Wilhelm. And before we do anything more, we've got a foul called out high. And apparently against Amery, Gabe Brotzel has been called for trying to get some room or maybe getting a little revenge down there. I'm not sure. He tried to sneak one in, and the referee saw it and makes the call. Inbound pass goes to Parks. The Saints on the move into the front court. They go to Iverson, left side. He goes around Brotzel, and Gabe has just been called for number 4, tripping Iverson on the far side. So 14 points for Gabe Brotzel, and he'll have to stay clean if he wants to get his average here tonight. 6:42 to go in the contest. The Saints will throw it in from the far side. Lindee to Alvaro. And he lost control. Loose in the lane. A scramble for it. Still loose. Rolling to the near side. Picked up by Brotzel. Given off to Wilhelm. And Marcus across on the right side for the Amery Warriors. Now coming this way with the dribble. Got a check from Brotzel. Gives off down low to Jensen. Almost tipped away. To Wilhelm. Three-point attempt on the way short. Rebound. Pulled away by Lindee. He had an open man in the front court, Iverson, but could not get him the basketball. Pulled away by Koppinger. And before he can go too far, a foul called at midcourt. Number 44, Lindee, will pick up another foul. That would be number 3 on him. As Fredrickson, Lindee, Johanson, and Gagnon coming back in for Amery. Koppinger will be at the line shooting 1-1. Fehrenbacher checking back in for the Saints, and Ryan Jamison coming out for a well-deserved rest. Koppinger ready for the basketball at the free throw line. Let's take a look now. Matt with 6 points on the evening, all from the field. And his first free throw is on the way, and it is short. Rebound left alone in the lane, pulled away by Fehrenbacher. The Saints down quickly. Iverson to Alvaro coming down the lane. Tried the shot, no good. Lindee with the rebound. His shot was no good. And after that, Gagnon chases it down in the far corner. Gives off to Johanson, who whips it out to Matt Lindee. And Matt will bring it across with the left-handed dribble. Goes to Koppinger. He got an avenue, goes down to the baseline. Shot put up and good by Koppinger. Give him 8. Well, you like to watch him shoot, don't you, Mike? He's good. There's no doubt about it.
This could very well be Amery's team for next year, as may add Wilhelm into the group.
As you mentioned that, here it is. Well, I don't know how he got that done. Let's wait and see now. Are we getting 3 or 2 out of this?
Shot was good so he'll get 1 more. It'll be a chance for a 4-point play.
Well, Iverson is the man we're talking about, number 12. As he hit from the outside for 3, the foul is on Tony Gagnon, and it's a 4-point play as Iverson give him 7 points now as he hit the 3-pointer plus the free throw. Tony picking up foul number 1 on that play. Amery into the front court. It's 58-34. Amery with the lead. Gagnon goes down to the baseline to Fredrickson. Maya with the basketball on top to Tony. Tony holding on against Iverson. Now dribbles to the post. Gives off to Lindee. Jump shot from the near side. Missed, and the rebound loose on the baseline and pulled away by Johanson. Johanson to Koppinger. Drives through the defense. Goes down low. Gagnon there. Missed the shot. He was fouled. Nothing called. Then the rebound comes down to Iverson. Before Iverson can get down court, he's going to be fouled, and it will go against number 12, Tony Gagnon of the Amery Warriors once again. Number 2 on Tony, both coming here in the 4th quarter.
Play is getting a little rough out there right now. There's a lot of young ball players in there that want to get into the action, and the referees are going to make sure that they get into it too.
58-34, Amery by 24 points. The Saints in the front court. Here's a shot from the near side by Fehrenbacher. No good. Rebound, Tony Gagnon. Given off to Fredrickson. To Lindee into the front court on the near side. Picked up by Iverson. Down low they go to Koppinger. Fehrenbacher on him. He steps around the defense. Tried the shot. No good. But Fehrenbacher called for the foul. Number 4 on Ben Fehrenbacher, the 5'11" junior. 4:58 to go in the contest. And I'm just taking a look around here, Mike, and, well, really not a bad crowd at all, considering it's a Saturday night.
Amery has a great group here. They're by far outweigh the locals.
Definitely so. It's a good contingent on the part of the Amery fans here tonight. And as I mentioned, that Koppinger missing from the free throw line. 8 points on the night for Matt. The second one is on the way. It is good. So he hits his first free throw of the evening. 1 out of 3 there from the line. Check that 1 out of 4 as I look back on the scorebook a little further. And it's now 59-34 Amery. Here's Don Parks with the basketball, going and weaving and going down low to Lindee, and he just barely got the ball down there, but tipped by Koppinger and out of bounds to the Saints. Well, some more substituting by Coach Todd Voss. Number 34, Aaron Swenson, is into the ball game for the first time tonight. And also number 52, Bob Peterson. As the inbound pass goes to Parks, he'll try it for 3 from the left side, and it's going to be no good. Rebound tipped around and pulled away by Parks. A jump shot from the free throw line, no good. Rebound fought for, and this time Maya Fredrickson comes away with it. Almost had it stripped by Parks. Clears it out to Johanson, to Lindee, into the front court, feeds near side to Koppinger, thought about going. Now steps to the lane, tried the shot, had his legs shot out from underneath him, and he'll go to the line shooting a couple. Well, let's see who the foul is going to be called on. Koppinger will be going to the line, and it will be number 22, Don Parks, guilty of the foul. That would be his second. Matt Koppinger going to the line. And number 52, David Ellingsworth, getting ready to come in for the Amery Warriors. He'll be replacing Matt Koppinger after the free throws. Number 14 checking in for the first time tonight for the St. Croix Falls Saints, and we don't have his name or number on the program. At the line, Koppinger hits. So 2 in a row now for Matt. With that, give him 10 points, and Amery leads at 60-34. The second one by Koppinger on the way off the front of the rim. After he missed it, rebound tipped around. Finally, it is Lindee who ends up with it. Fed Johanson coming down the lane. Nice position by Johanson. He missed the shot. Rebound to the Saints. They're down quickly, and a shot on the left side is no good. They call it traveling, and Amery will get the basketball back. Well, now, Ellingsworth will check in, and Matt Koppinger coming out. Coach Steve Wilhelm wants to make sure we're intact when we go down to River Falls Tuesday night.
The new player for St. Croix Falls is Matt Braun.
Are you talking about number 14?
14, yes.
Okay, Matt Braun. Thank you very much for that information. And I mentioned the fact that number 52 in there for the Amery Warriors now replacing Koppinger as Maya Fredrickson hits from the near side for 2. So give him 6 points. And again, we mentioned David Ellingsworth, the 6'2" junior who plays a lot of JV ball, is in there for the first time tonight for Amery. Well, the Saints in the front court have the ball tipped out of bounds by Amery on the near side, so the Saints will have it from the baseline. 62-34 with 3:41 to go. And the Saints whipping around the perimeter after the inbound pass. They go left side, and Braun will try it for 3. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds to the Amery Warriors off the hands of Bob Peterson. Fredrickson will throw it in. Goes to Gagnon. Tony with the basketball. Brings it across against Iverson. Gives off to Lindee. Back to Gagnon to the free throw line. Jump shot put up from the right side. No good. And the rebound wrestled for and a jump ball.
I guess I was wrong. The name is not Matt Braun, but it's Mike Braun.
Mike Braun. Okay. Thank you very much. We'll make that correction. And we have gone real deep on that St. Croix Falls Saints bench here tonight. Amery as well. After some razzle-dazzle and the jump ball, Amery calls timeout. And as they talk things over, let's tell you, it's 62-34. Amery back in 1 minute. Pass Fredrickson to Johanson, wide open underneath, and a little bit too strong. He missed it, but the rebound tipped out to Gagnon, who goes down low to Fredrickson, and he is fouled on the near side by number 34, Aaron Swenson. So Aaron picks up number 1, and Maya Fredrickson will step to the line. And let's take a look now. This would be the second trip for Maya. He made 2 in a row early in the second half. So 6 points on the evening for, or check that, early in the second quarter, that is. 6 points, though, for Maya Fredrickson and a chance to make it 7 or 8. The first free throw on the way is good. So Fredrickson showing that he can definitely hit from the free throw line. Did he make that score?
Made both of them, yes.
Okay, he made them both. So now he has 8 points. And as I mentioned that, the Saints down. Iverson tried a three-pointer, no good. The rebound picked up off the floor by Swenson. This shot no good. And now Tony Gagnon comes away with the basketball for Amery. Given off to Lindee. To Gagnon with a score of 64-34. Amery by that much and 2:50 to go in the contest. Gagnon across on the right side going to Fredrickson. Long three-point attempt. Good by Fredrickson from the far side. And Maya now with 11 points. It is 67-34. The Saints bring it across. Iverson into the front court. What a pass by Iverson. Well, I don't know if I've ever seen that before in a high school uniform. And for those of you tuned in, Iverson came across, stopped at the post on the left side, turned and faced the bleachers, and just threw the ball over his head backwards in a perfect pass to Swenson, I believe it was. And Swenson tried the shot. He missed, but he was fouled by Lindee. Well, Mike, I think in the last 2 games, we've about seen it all, the Osceola game and now this one here tonight. And that was not Swenson, rather, it was Peterson who was fouled, and he misses the front end of 2 shots from the free throw line. Taking his time, he'll try the second one. The shot is on the way off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound comes down to Matt Lindee. And Lindee against Braun brings it across. Got a check from Gagnon. Goes all the way down low. Tried the shot off the glass. No good. The rebound to Johanson. He tried a shot from the lane. No good. And the rebound to the Saints. Intercepted by Gagnon. Picked up by Ellingsworth. Given off to Fredrickson. A shot from the near side on the way is no good. And the rebound pulled down by Johanson. And they called Johanson traveling. down low, so the Saints will get the basketball back. Well, I think the referee had to do something there to get things settled down. It was getting awfully rough underneath. 67-34. You wouldn't necessarily want to see that call in a one-point game. As the Saints have it in the front court. Far side, out on top they go to Iverson. Near side, he throws it away. Trying to go to Swenson or Peterson. He was not there. And Amery will get the basketball back. 1:56 to go in this contest where the Amery Warriors are leading at 67-34. Lindee takes the inbound pass. Mike Braun on him in the backcourt. And Lindee will bring it across to that midcourt, right through the circle. Now gives off to Gagnon. Avenue on the near side. He goes down low before he can pull up for a jump shot. He's fouled from behind. It'll be John Iverson. Up foul number 1 for the St. Croix Falls Saints.
This group of team, this same group of 5 players have got a chance to play quite a bit now in the games that Amery's had, and they seem to be improving each time. Maya Fredrickson is a good shot. We all talked about Matt Lindee, but there's a good group of guys out there.
Definitely so, and Lindee missing from the free throw line. So the Saints with the rebound, they bring it down. A shot on the left side by Mike Braun is no good, but a foul down low. It could be against Ellingsworth. Let's wait and see. Well, no, apparently it's Matt Lindee, number 22, and so Matt will pick up his 3rd foul. And stepping to the line for the first time tonight is Mike Braun, number 14. He'll be shooting a couple. 1:37 to go, and the free throw on the way is off the back of the rim and no good. So Braun is 0 for 1, and he'll try it again. Mike Braun stepping in. The second one is on the way. This one is good, so he gets his first point in the evening, and it's now 67-35. Amery with a big lead, and 1:30 to go. Gagnon in the backcourt. We'll bring it across against the Saints. Going to the right side. Got a check from Lindee. And he comes near side. Lindee will try it for a three-pointer. No good. Rebound loose underneath. And a fight for it. And let's see. It's picked up off the deck. And a jump ball called to the far side. And the Saints will have the basketball. Number 24 went diving for it. And that is Darren Gutzmer, as the Saints will try to bring it down. Tony Gagnon intercepts at the timeline. Pull-up jump shot from the right side. No good. Rebound pulled away by the Saints. And into the front court, Swenson loses it. Picked up by Fredrickson, who steps on the out-of-bounds line, and the Saints will have it from the near side. Aaron Swenson will throw it in from right down in front on the near side. 1:07 to go in the contest. Well, let's take a look. It'll go where? It'll go to the hands of Matt Lindee. Strip picked up by Johanson as Amery took it away on the inbound pass to Gagnon in the front court, top of the key. Near side to go to Fredrickson. He was left alone, and before he can get away after faking a shot, Swenson runs into him. So Aaron will pick up foul number 2, and Maya Fredrickson will go to the line once again. He is 4 out of 4, and 11 points on the evening. The first one by Fredrickson is good, so he is 5 out of 5. 12 points tonight. A good evening for Maya Fredrickson with 55 seconds to go. Fredrickson to try it again. The shot is on the way, and it is good. So 6 out of 6. And now the Saints will bring it down with less than a minute to go. Iverson with a behind-the-back dribble on the near side, picked up by Gagnon. Out on top they go to Braun, left side. Gutzmer down to the baseline. Has a tip, and Lindee takes it away. A race into the front court. He'll pull up, tries a shot off the glass, no good. Rebound, Fredrickson with the follow-through the second time and missed it as well as he did the first. And the Saints come away with a rebound. And before they can get down court, Maya Fredrickson fouls on the far side of the court, and that'll send Darren Gutzmer to the line. Maya Fredrickson picks up foul number 1. And Darren Gutzmer will step in for the first time. 30 seconds to go in the contest, 69-35. We'll be chatting with both coaches after the game. And if you were tuned in at halftime, I hope you enjoyed our halftime chat with Brett Brown. And I guess I should have written down the college, Mike Jensen, as Darren Gutzmer hits the first one, but it's the University of in southern Iowa, right near the southern Iowa border. And apparently he's very excited about the program down there, fitting in real well. And as I mentioned, that Gutzmer misses the second one. And the rebound, he held it in, and it's picked up and put up by Peterson. And Bob Peterson gets his first 2 points. 69-38 Amery with 18 seconds to go. Lindee across on the near side, and he throws it away, trying to go to Gagnon. Well, they just plain were not decided what to do with the basketball. They took a look at the clock, and with 13 seconds to go, the Saints will have it back. Inbound pass, Iverson brings it across, dribbles behind his back a couple of times, almost had it taken away. Comes near side to Braun, taken away by Lindee into the front court. He'll try a long three-point attempt to close out the game. It's no good, and this game is history. The St. Croix Falls Saints on their home floor have been defeated by the Amery Warriors. The final, Amery 69, St. Croix Falls 38. We'll be back with the scoring, and we'll be back with both coaches. But right now, let's go back for this 2-minute timeout. Glad to have you with us from St. Croix Falls with the Amery Warriors with a lopsided win over the St. Croix Falls, and it's been a while. I don't recall Amery even in our dominating days over the St. Croix Falls Saints if we won by a margin like this, but it happened here tonight, and it happens on a Saturday night, and now I don't know if that's good or bad. We come off that big win over the Chieftains, and we come off a big win over St. Croix Falls, and now we have to travel down to River Falls, and that's going to be a different story, so maybe a little stiffer competition might have helped us next Tuesday night.
Yeah, I think the game's going to be a little closer in the fourth quarter.